was connected to the Wi-Fi, right? And for her to travel, she only could travel a limited amount of
space and time.
yeah. But to upgrade, she could travel farther.
Now pay attention to that. Pay attention to that because I know you're not. Remember the new guy or with Deadpool? He puts on those fucking glasses. That's 2 movies with fucking glasses that you put on and you start seeing real stuff. There's They Live or They Exist.
Yeah,
with Roddy Piper, and then that movie with fucking Deadpool, the new guy or something like that. But it's about a gamer. He's an NPC, and he's not supposed to be played or having fun in the game. He's just there working at a bank.
Yeah, the new guy, right? New guy. Yeah.
So that's 2 movies like that, right?
And we have one that can see.
Yeah, and now that's what they say.
Yeah, the watch on lady.
We have one that can see. Yeah. Now,
Esau is telling the prophets that.
That's exactly where I was going. He's telling us that. And you know what? It's amazing because here I am listening to the apostles, and everything they're saying is coming true.
Yep, it's coming to pass.
And
we can see the truth.
Yeah,
right?
We can see the truth so good that the people that can't.
Other people they see it. Remember how they see on the words on the billboard?
Yeah.
Insert 25 cents.
Obey.
Yeah.
It says obey or something like that.
It says obey and don't ask questions.
Yeah.
Follow or something.
Yeah, follow. So they're saying all kinds of things that a prophet wouldn't do because guess what? Every prophet in this book has never followed the consensus, man. Because everybody wants to have control of the prophets, but you can't control the prophets because first of all, we don't subscribe to any of your ideals because we're afraid of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He's always with us. He knows what we're doing, and if you came up to offer us something, he'd be like this, watching what we say. And then we know that he's there, so we behave.
Exactly.
It's like if you ever have a dog, people that have dogs that already know this. Like they'll wait for you to leave so that they can eat the stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like if you have dogs and cats, they'll always try to eat each other's food.
Yeah.
But the dog will look and wait for you to leave.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's not even you, Esau. You won't wait for him to turn his back. You'll do it right in front of his face. Here, dirty dog, Esau. And then I'm gonna get Revelation 12 and 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. See how the woman is Israel, which kept the commandments of Yahweh and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. So that's what we're doing now. We're telling you, look, man, this is about to happen. It's clear. It's happening right now. And if you don't get your shit together, you're going to experience fucking heat firsthand. Let's keep going in Revelation 13.
Revelation 13 and 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live.
The scariest thing in the world right now is the Pope dying. Now, why am I saying that? Because they're going to put in a Pope that's pro-gay.
Yeah, I've seen that though.
Yeah, pro-gay. He might even have a uterus. He might even have 2 fucking sexes.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy, man.
He's gonna probably present his partner. Oh, he has a partner now?
Get the fuck out of here.
Imagine that,
That's
though.
true. That's all true.
You know?
Because these are the things we expect this rotten ass snake to do. Just imagine.
They put the Pope's picture on the Redeemer of Christ.
Oh shit, man. Man, how do you think this man feels? How do you think he feels? I can tell you right now, he ain't happy.
Vengeance, though. He could be killed, you know?
And the only thing we could do is nobody stop him. Can't nobody stop him. Nobody. This is what Satan's gonna do when Yahushua gets up.
Because he can't help. There's nothing. Yeah.
Your turn, Lord.
Yeah. Do what you gotta do. You know, we already did my job. It's your turn now.
Can you get into Job 9:24? That's exactly what's gonna happen. And keep going in Revelation.
Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Yeah. That's gonna be happening. And the
You
Pope's
don't follow
death.
the beast system.
The Pope's death has something large to do with this equation, because I don't know if people understand this, but the only reason Esau was allowed to come over here is because of the Papal Bull Act of 1492, which Pope Alexander VI decreed. So whatever these people, whoever they pick as a pope, guess what? That's the word of God on earth to them,
Then, yeah, we said to them.
legally,
Paper.
on paper.
On paper, yep. That's
So
how
if
Esau works.
if this new pope comes in and he says, you know, it wasn't Adam and Eve, it was Adam and Steve. That's fucked up, because
Yeah.
there's little kids out there, man.
Yep.
Little kids don't think for themselves, man. You want to know how I knew I loved women? There was a show when I was a little boy called Xuxa. It was about this Brazilian lady, and she had a bikini with little tassels, big giant boobs, big giant ass. She was blonde.
Oh, yeah, she was the one with the ponytail?
Yeah, and she would just dance and shake it all fucking day.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the show.
Yeah,
And I never missed that show.
yeah.
And then there was a show called Muchachitas en telenovela en Univision, with girls.
Oh,
Yeah, I love
yeah.
And then there was another one called Dos Caminos, no, Dos Mujeres Un Camino, with Chip, fucking Eric Estrada.
Yeah.
One man, two women. But now it's gonna change.
Oh, yeah.
There's shows out there with fucking homosexual families.
Yeah.
So what are these kids fucking thinking?
And it's normal and it's
And
okay.
it's normal and it's okay. Because I sure did think that beautiful blonde was normal.
Yeah, exactly though, yeah.
And that's what's gonna happen, because these kids are watching TV and they're feeling things inside there. You can't check them because you're not paying attention as a parent. You're not a parent. You're not a real parent. Because a man of the Lord would be like, what the fuck are you watching?
Yeah. Cut that shit off, yeah.
Cut that shit off. And then,
Cut it off.
you know why this is bad? Blah, blah, blah. And then they'll never do it again.
Exactly though. Because they'll know though, they'll know better though.
Yeah.
Because even what, you know, we as adults, we watch, you know, these different programs, right? Now they're making the main character, you know, fruitcakes. You know, I was watching, when I was watching that on Max, The Last of Us, and now there's I don't know, third or fourth episode I'm on though, but there's a girl scene now. You know what I mean? A girl on girl scene though, and it's like, man, what the fuck, man? You know?
That's not natural.
Yeah. And then the other one is pregnant by another dude, right? And she's like, which is spirit, because she said, oh, we have a kid now. So that to the other girl, we have a kid though. And she's like, well, I thought you were with Steve, you know? And then she's like, yeah, but I truly love you though. But now we have a kid. What kind of shit is that?
It's called shifting the responsibility. Because the man doesn't want to be with you. He's obviously gone. And that just shows you that women that desire other women secretly desire men.
Exactly though.
That's crazy. Let's go back to Revelation. Oh, wait, hold on. Job 9.
Job 9 and 24, it says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Right, so we could expect some terrible things coming up from Esau. What he did in the 1400s, 1500s is he covered the dark-skinned pictures of the Lord. This is what he did, yeah. If Esau was here, he would say, that's not him. This is sweet Jesus.
Yeah.
Show you a picture of Caesar Borgia. And then we'd be like, no, that's Caesar Borgia. He's Alexander VI Pope's son. And we would have all kinds of facts.
Yeah, the facts.
No, I feel that this is wrong. Well, then get the fuck out of here. Oh, what? and then nothing but feeling, but because, and then it's because these men try to act like women.
Yeah.
Try to act like women. You can't have an intense argument with a man. I'll just fucking sock you. You know, even with my crippled ass self. But guess what? This is just one appendage, and I'm so happy that he fucked me up because I learned how to use this and my feet. I wash dishes with this hand.
Yeah.
I do a lot of things with this hand now. I write with this hand.
Oh, that's it.
Because this hand is pretty much, I'm gonna fucking feel a thing right here bump up, and it's gonna stop me from using it every time. But that's okay, because guess what? I can shoot with my left. I got a holster for my left side.
Hey, but what if Esau would have came up to you like, oh, you know, if you take this thing, you can work your hand again or
Yeah.
something. You know, that's how the serpent works, though. You know.
That's how the serpent works, and that's what they're trying to do. They'll say, oh, we need to do tests. We need to do a lot of tests. We need to stick a camera up your ass, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. No.
Or you're gonna take these monthly prescriptions, though.
That's what they say. And she said, well, I can't see unless you do these tests. I'm not gonna see.
And then, this devil works like that because there's a woman though, you know, patient though that at the hospital, they had told her, oh, you need dialysis, right? You need dialysis, though. So then when she went to the clinic, when they do the dialysis, they're like, hey, your kidney's like 50%. What the hell was that doctor telling you about? You don't need to be doing this shit. And if you do, it'd probably be once a week, not 3 times out of the week. And they're like, what the hell? So why is it that they over here told me that I needed to get it done now? No. He's like, you're good, you know? So, you know, this devil, man, gives you and tells you things that you don't really need, though.
I got you right here. Revelation 13:4, and they worship the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him? Because he gave you the power, right? And then he's telling people, you need dialysis. You need to take these fucking things. But every now and then you get someone that's good, and they'll be like that person. Your fucking kidneys are at 50%.
Shit, like what are you
basically only have one kidney.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the realness, man. Whose fault is that? You didn't take care of your body.
Yep.
You only get one.
Exactly. There's a man too. This man would drink Coke every morning for years, though. And then it made his high pressure go so high, though, that he's blind. That he went blind. But at least he held himself accountable. He was like, yeah, it was my fault. I drank Coke, though. I told him, well, you're addicted to it, though, man. Yeah, and he was like, nah, but you know, I hear people being addicted to drugs and alcohol or whatever the case be. But I was like, well, you were addicted to soda. That was your vicio.
You see, this is a beast right here. And it was given him to make war with the saints to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. Revelation 13:7, that's his power. So this guy, Satan, this guy Esau, he's all over the place. He's in your food, he's in your medicine, he's in your guns, he's on your TV. You can't go anywhere without having influence above by this guy. And now he has fucking, he's waiting for that new pope to come in. Oh man. And I bet you the new pope is gonna come in during the summer. Why during the summer? Because kids usually have summer break. And all the kids are gonna be at home watching the TV. And he's gonna say some bullshit, and we're gonna have to fucking talk to all kinds of our family members' kids and be like, hey, what'd you hear?
Yeah.
You know? Just relax, man. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a future where there's low birth rates. And
higher suicide.
Higher suicide. And this is gonna hurt everybody. And then what happens is, if everybody's with their own sex, like men, women, the population drops down, and every year that you don't have a surplus of babies, that's a whole fucking generation.
Yeah, that's next generation right
That's
there.
a whole generation. That's all you need to do is to fuck up one people is one generation.
Yep.
That's why it was so important for Herod to kill babies,
babies,
and
yeah.
for the pharaoh to kill the babies. But you didn't fucking kill enough. Well, I'm not trying to challenge you, but guess what? You didn't do a good job because you were afraid.
So even to this day, though, you know, these devils try to. Who puts the abortion lab, though, man? Who promotes that violence against within the brother? You know, like you know, with Jake, you know, Issachar with the Southern Kingdom. Who promotes all the drugs and all this other shit, man? Just, you know.
And if you don't believe it, there's a shoe story. The Northerners and Southerners were once one team, and it was a real Mexican market. So let's say I went to prison down south. Oh, you did. Where you from? I'm from Kingston, West Northern Territory, but we still good. Now I go down south to jail and I'm getting stabbed and
So, oh, you're from up there?
yeah.
Boom, man. You know?
Why? Well, Esau had a plan. He saw that the North and the South were getting along together. He said,
Yeah, you need it.
he gave the Northerner a brand new pair of cheap ass shoes. The Northerner was so respectful to the Southerner. The Southerner asked him, "Hey man, can I get those new shoes?" Oh, I don't know how the story goes. This is
old
old school story. I might be telling it different, but he didn't, and that's what started the fucking fight.
Imagine over fucking shoes, eh?
But Esau's smart. Esau's smart.
Yeah. Because I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, he plots things and sees the what's that called? The outcome of things, man. And that's how it is. I remember back when I was in high school, 2006, 2007, on what channel was it though? But anyways, they had a show called Gangland.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember that though. It was called Gangland, right? And this was back in 2006, 2007 though, right? And it was called Gangland. I think it was even in the Discovery Channel or A&E or something like that. But anyways, it was on one of those channels though. And I remember like for every city that had a gang, they will I remember being like, you know, younger, and I remember, oh, I can't wait to see this show. And then it would show a gang over here, a gang from Memphis, a gang from California, a gang. I remember the time though the Fresno one, the episode came on. Yeah, everyone was like, oh, let's watch the Bulldog one, and then like, you know, just shit like that. But imagine, even though I was like 16, 17, I was like, you know, that could have influenced me to like, you know what, man, just, you know, start some shit with me and my homies or something. Even though I already knew of and they were around though, but still, you know, like someone that's simple-minded, like could just be like, you know, start some shit, you know.
That's right.
And I remember in 2007 though, there was a lot of gang activity happening, a lot of shootings and shit too, you know, and especially in my high school too. You know, that pumped some shit, man. Like it really did though. And you know, a lot of kids at my age at that time were like influenced to like, you know, or rep their shit, you know.
That's right.
And it happened, and I remember, man, a lot of fucking fightings and shit that happened in my high school, you know. That was just my testimony, but I remember that it came out at that time when all that shit was happening.
Well, all that time was happening. It's called a script.
Yeah.
A script, like for a movie. They have a word for it, or a plan or something. Order out chaos.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah,
order out of chaos. Plan something, but the problem is there's too fucking many Mexicans, too many this. It's making them kill each other.
Yeah.
How? Well, a shoe would do it. Fucking shoe would do it.
yeah.
But it didn't. It wouldn't be a shoe. If those two individuals were free men, that would never have happened.
That would not happen.
Never.
They would have just saw another, you know, so-called Mexican. Oh, hey, man.
It is because Esau is such a fucking devil. Can we get the next one in Revelation? We're gonna wrap this up because this is exactly where this lesson was supposed to come.
Revelation 13 and 16, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in the forehead.
Well, the point is, he caused it all to do whatever he wants to fucking do. If he wants a generation of football players, he's gonna make sure kids watch football.
They'll back up with the money. They'll back it up with all this.
You don't believe me? Power Rangers. Power Rangers. Did you watch Power Rangers? Did you guys watch Power Rangers?
Yep, as a kid.
How many kids? And I seen the thing on a documentary is that kids would always go into recess and try to reenact these things.
Yeah.
And sometimes they would kill each other.
Yep. I remember though, you picked. You
Your
get
ranger.
even going back to that, like I'm the Blue Ranger, oh I'm the, or I'm the Blue Ranger though, and it was just like that type of thing. Like it started some shit. Oh, you're the Blue Ranger, well I'm the Red Ranger. We got to fight now, type
Exactly.
of thing,
But that just goes to show you the power. He calls it all both small and great, free and bond. You got those bondmen fighting over your fucking shoe. You got the free men fight over a fucking show on TV. He's all over the place, man. He's a fucking devil, man.
Like you said, he's in the food, he's in the TV.
He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. And the point is, we know who you are. And I'm just telling everybody. But guess what? I'm also telling them what's to come. When we pick the new pope, they're gonna push out rainbow shit. New shows are gonna come out with more modes.
Yep, more scenes.
More scenes. They're even gonna try to marry fucking priests to each other.
Yeah.
This is gonna be sick.
Yeah.
This is gonna be sick. And then the whole time, Elon Musk is like, chips. You want a chip?
Yeah.
So it's coming, and I'm gonna get this Revelation 17 and 14. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. So we're just trying to maintain. We're just trying to stay in his good favor.
It's about fear, man. Having fear.
Anybody got any precepts? Anything you want to say?
No, that was it.
So, man,
A lot was covered, man.
a lot was covered.
Hope
you're paying attention.
A lot was covered though when the currency to the war, China to Esau, his technology and his influence though. A lot of things were covered, man, and there's a lot of things that these churches don't cover, man.
They will never tell you that.
They're not gonna fucking tell you though. And these brothers said though, I believe when people don't believe, man, that when the Pope comes, there's gonna be changes though, man. Because it's gonna be from like those three unclean frogs though. Yeah. One of them was the banking system, though. The other one's the Esau's military, and the other one's the Vatican.
Right. And don't make the mistake of ignoring this, because it's gonna fucking happen. It's gonna fucking happen. And I hope that me, by telling you it's gonna happen, that it doesn't happen. But that's just me as a man, because I'm afraid of what's gonna happen because of it.
Actually, though.
My gosh. And all we could do is keep giving praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So we're gonna end this. And I hope it was edifying. So the next time we say Shalom, and we're gonna give our praise and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles. Because I wouldn't be able to break nothing down. Straight up, man. Shalom.